season, new excitement, new players. Welcome to Season 2, Week 1 of Fat Fives Football. We're excited to be back for another season, and we've had a really good sign-up in the off-season as well, so a bunch of new players are welcome to join the league. Looking at the Scrandinavia lineup for this first week, they are short on players this week with only 4 available. Rob is unavailable and Kevin will not start for another week into the team, so they are playing with 4 players and will have to take some penalties to make up for the lack of numbers for their matches. Looking at Flaberdeen this week, Flaberdeen, notorious for the bad presence at the start of last season that hampered them, have got a great start this season with 6 players available, introducing Simon and Barry C into the team. So James, the captain, will be delighted to see a strong team for the opening week to hopefully get them off into a better position than last season. Finally, looking at Parmesan's lineup, they also have some new players to welcome into the league in terms of Ryan and Paul have joined the league, and Gareth has also completed a move from Flaberdeen to Parmesan as well as Ryan as well. They've got a really strong team this week and they'll be looking to go toe-to-toe with Flaberdeen to try and get the early points into a good position in the league. Just stating the obvious, with this league table will show you that no teams have played, there have been no points added, so everything is starting from afresh. All teams are starting from the same starting point, and we'll have a look at the end of the video what the league position looks like once all the games have been decided and the penalties have came into play for the final scores. Opening game of Season 2, Flaberdeen versus Season 1 champions Scrandinavia. Flaberdeen in blue, Scrandinavia in red, and with new faces on either team, we are looking forward to see how these teams are going to kick off with the start of Season 2. Scrandinavia now with the ball in their defence, looking to come forward. Callum trying to get it to Craig, but Simon, new player making his debut this week, intercepts, and a good save there by Chopper, stopping the early opportunity for Flaberdeen to take the lead. Simon looking to link up with Brad, new player looking to establish a relationship with the long-serving Flaberdeen player, but Chopper manages to take the ball from Des with the shot. Richie on loan from Parmesan for Scrandinavia, and Richie's shot wide there, unfortunately. Scrandinavia now with the ball in their own box. Richie looking to play it to Chopper, but Des does a great job intercepting. Ball coming across. Brad with the shot just wide. Now Barry, another debut this week, taking the shot. Brad there with the shot, and it is saved there eventually into the hands of Chopper. Scrandinavia looking to get going forward once again. James with the ball to on loan Richie. Richie to on loan Burnley, also from Parmesan to James. James' shot, and there we have the opening goal in this match for Scrandinavia, looking to achieve and kick on from their championship winning form from last season, and an early goal puts him in a great position to do so. James with a lovely move there, but a fantastic ball there from Burnley, as I said, on loan from Parmesan there, putting Scandinavia 1-0 up. Flaberdeen looking to kick off now to try and see if they can get a reply goal early on here. James for Scran intercepting the ball. Richie with a wide shot there, a deflection will come back to James for Scandinavia, but Des done a great job battling there to win it back. Loose ball picked up in the Scandinavian defence. Ball to Cal. Oh, and it's gone in! Lovely ball once again by Burnley. Again, the loanee is doing a fantastic job helping out the team he's on loan to. And you see here, lovely pass there. One-time hit with Cal's right foot and slots it into the bottom corner, and he looked absolutely chuffed with that. 2-0 now for Scrandinavia. They are looking like they're going to pick up from where they left off as title winners last season. Can Flaberdeen, with the new players, do anything about it? Remember, Scrandinavia do have a number of loanees, but it is not holding them back so far in this match. As James comes forward, gets past Des and tries to scoop the ball past Barry and goals, but it rolls into the hands of Barry for Flaberdeen. Des coming forward for Flaberdeen to Brad. Brad with a shot. That looked a little tip there by Chopper. Yep, you can see there with the moving of the shoulder. He's obviously got a touch on that, so it's a good save there. But Brad's got it again. Through and on goals with a shot. And another great save there by Chopper. 2 to keep Scandinavia 2 up. And the long ball up on the counter is collected by Barry for Flaberdeen. Scandinavia once again in Flaberdeen's half. They're looking for more goals here. The ball by James to Craig, the new player for Scandinavia. And Richie's shot there. saved by Barry brilliantly, and as the ball's bouncing around there, it ends up back with the Flaberdeen keeper. Score staying at 2-0 with the goalkeepers working extremely hard to keep the scoreline like this. Brad back and forth with the ball, but Chopper gets the ball coming across, rolls it out to Craig. Craig past Alan. Great job by Craig there. Unfortunately, a little bit weak on the shot there, and it rolls into the hands of Barry. Chopper is now out of goals and is going up against Brad, and the ball is being played loose to Cal's feet. Cal coming forward for Scandinavia, finding Richie. Richie with a clever turn to Chopper. Chopper with the shot. Barry once again doing a great job in goal for Flaberdeen, keeping it only at the 2 goals that have been in so far. Ball rolled out to Brad. Brad coming in on goal. Brad with a shot. Great save there by James in goals. Once again, goalkeepers on either side of the pitch are doing great jobs for their respective teams. Simon now for Flaberdeen, switching it across to Alan. Alan battling with Craig. Alan looks like he's came out on top with it. Still has the ball, looking for the opportunity. And the shot just wide. The rebound lands at Brad. James with the save. And Scrandinavia somehow managed to get that ball away. It looked like Flaberdeen were going to have more chances on goal there, but they've managed to keep it out of the net, and they're moving forward now with Craig here. Craig trying to battle with Alan. Alan looks like he's going to win it, but no, Craig has tried to scoop it over, landed with Barry. Barry, quick ball out, and Richie intercepts, and it looks like a counter's on here for Scandinavia. Richie rolling it out to Burnley. Burnley trying to get past James, but James for Flab has got it. James shoots and puts it in the back of the net, and there is the reply for Flaberdeen there. The score now 2-1. Captain Flaberdeen, James, does a great job there winning that ball. You can see here it's in front of Burnley. Burnley tries to beat past James, but James does a great job blocking it. Is through and on goal. He's got Brad for support. Doesn't need it. Slots it past James in goals for Scandinavia and makes it 2-1 to Scandinavia, and Flaberdeen have a way back into this game now. Will this allow them to kick on and get some more goals in this match? Kick off now for Scrandinavia. Burnley playing it back to Craig. Craig across to Richie, and they look to move forward from this position. Can Scandinavia get another goal to bring back the 2-goal cushion? But the rebound is landed in front of Brad, but Chopper was covering the space and manages to see it back to his goalkeeper. Allen with an interception there, but Chopper picking up the loose ball to Craig. Craig back to Chopper. Chopper with the shot. Simon did a good job blocking there. Chopper tries to toe poke it to Richie, and Richie now plays it wide to Craig. Craig not quite getting to the ball there, and it rolls through to the goalkeeper for Flaberdeen. The ball's went out to Brad. Brad takes the shot, and it's went through James's leg, and that's it there. Flaberdeen have equalised after spending a significant amount of time early on in this match, being 2 goals down to the early 2 goals of Scandinavia. Flaberdeen have came back and have managed to get the 2 equalisers without conceding anything more, and Scandinavia's lead has gone, and Scandinavia's winning performance from last season looks like it's fading a bit here. But can they reply? It's only 2-0, but with the substitute penalties, they need goals. And Chopper the ball, he has lost it to Brad. James coming forward now for Flaberdeen, and it's another goal! Flaberdeen have went from being 2 goals down to now 3-2 in front, and as I was saying, with the penalties for low knees due to lack of numbers for Scandinavia's core team, this is going to turn into a disaster for Scandinavia and could see the 3 points from the first game of the new season slipping away. Brad doing a great job, but Chopper not paying attention to the closing depth that Brad has on him there. James picks up that loose ball and does a very nice calm finish past James in his goal for Scandinavia. And it's 3-2 to Flaberdeen. Scandinavia now will be looking to massively kick on to just try and get back into the game now that they're behind. Burnley playing the ball to Richie. Richie trying to play it across the Chopper, but the ball's bounced off a Chopper loose. Has landed with Simon. Simon playing it to Brad. Brad with the shot. 4-2. Miraculous, impressive turnaround here from Flaberdeen. As I just said a minute ago, they were 2-0 down for a significant amount of this opening part of the game, and now they are 2 goals ahead. You can see here Simon doing some great control, having a fantastic debut so far, plays in a brilliant ball to Brad, and Brad with a cool flick of the right boot into the corner there to put his team 4-2 up. Flaberdeen will be delighted. Chopper with his head in his hands there. He doesn't know what is going on here. He needs to dig something out to inspire the team, but can he do it? He is relying on players from Parmesan here, and they will try their best, but the whole team need to come together if they're going to salvage this. This has been a sucker punch after sucker punch for Scandinavia. The ball played back to Richie, and Richie will look to help the team move forward. Richie's up the field now for Scrandinavia in the corner, looking for options. Burney, his Parmesan teammate, is there. Plays it back to Cal, who's holding that defensive role. Long ball forward. Wow, that looked like that was a powerful shot there, and Des managed to get a good hand on it. And as Baz ties the shoelaces, Brad comes forward for Flaberdeen. The ball is still loose. Cal can't quite get it under control. Brad's battling with. Craig gets a hand to it and stops it, but it's rolled out to Barry. Craig with the save there. Brad. And that's a good save from... But hang on, no, as I was about to say, that's a save from Craig. The referee's blown for the goal. There's confusion here on the pitch now. Scandinavia players are saying it's saved off the line. Players are saying that it is a goal, but the referee has given it as one. Unfortunately, just with the camera angle that we're at, because of the position of Brad and Cal, we cannot see for definite. But there's a mixed response here. You can see Craig goes down. He's... Their hands, it's really difficult to see just with it as well, so we can't actually give a definite for it, but there was mixed response from it. Some players adamant it's been cleared off the line, including the goalkeeper, and Chopper himself is not happy with that decision. He is adamant that it's been cleared off the line. Doesn't matter though, it is 5-2 to Flaberdeen. Give credit to Brad there. It was a good header, good reaction from the loose ball bobbing around, and Flaberdeen have got the just rewards for it. At 5-2, they've turned this around, and Scrandinavia are just all over the place right now. They need to pull themselves together. They need to get over this and get together and act like they were at the start of the game. And Allen's won the ball from Burney, playing it through to Barry. Barry with a shot just wide, but the rebound's back at Allen's feet. And fortunately enough for Scrandinavia, the ball has landed in the box. There was a little bit of contention there, but I think the ball was on the line, which means it was in the box. Craig rolls it out to Cal up the pitch. Cal looking for options, trying to play it across to Richie, but bounces off the post. And oh, that looks like a touch in the box there from Brad, but the referee has not given it. Scandinavia are screaming for it after the questionable potential decision around Craig. And you can see there, the ball is on the line. Brad has touched it there with his foot as Richie tried to get a touch on it. So it's clearly been touched there. But afterwards, the ball is miles in the box there. And Brad's touched it back to Des. And there's no blow from the referee there. Absolutely crazy stuff happening here in the opening week. And with Brad with the ball there, through on goals, has 2 attempts there to try and get it past Craig. And Scandinavia are still reeling from the decisions. And they really need to get their head into this. Simon now, with the ball for Flaberdeen to Barry. Barry trying to play back to Simon, but it lands at Burney's feet. Burney to Cal. Cal loses control of it and gets it back to Des. Des kicks it out and plays it out to back. And the referee's blowing, and we think it's for a penalty. I'm looking at this, it did not look like it was one at all. You can see the ball there is pretty much on the line. The back half of the ball still looks like it's in Des' box, which should still count. Des has not stepped out, but the referee's given a penalty for it. And Chopper puts that penalty away for Scrandinavia to at least give them a goal back. But there has been a bit of chaos here this week, and the opening week of all weeks as well, between touches in the box that should have been given and then unusual penalties being given when it looks like it shouldn't. But in any case, the score is 5-3. Scrandinavia have put that penalty away. Can this spur them on? Richie coming forward to James. James trying to get the shot away, but Allen blocks it and the ball rolls back to Des. Des now looking for options to kickstart a new attack. Rolls it over the top to Simon. He's been closed down by Cal there. Simon with the ball still. Takes the shot. Good touch there by Chopper to keep it out. Keep the score at 5-3 and looks to kick on Scandinavia to try and get a goal in the dying minutes. But it's landed at Brad's feet. Brad, ball forward to James. Oh! And it's a slightest touch there for James and it's taken away from Chopper. And just as that's done, the referee has blown for full time. Brad reads that ball well for the interception, plays it long to James. James with a nice little flick on it. It just flicks through Chopper's hands and on the floor, exasperated. 6-3. Congratulations to Flaberdeen for the opening win over Scrandinavia. Second game now of week 1 of season 2 at Fat Fives. Scrandinavia versus Parmesan. Parmesan in white, Scrandinavia in red. Attacking to the left, and an early chance there for Brad on loan from Flaberdeen playing for Scrandinavia. And we can see Parmesan coming forward here with new boy Paul with his debut, playing out to Gareth, and Gareth slots into the corner. Gareth, who has had a season transfer from Flaberdeen to Parmesan, helping out his new team straight away with a fantastic goal in the bottom corner. And after the result early for Scrandinavia, this is a terrible start for them. 1-0 down early on from here, and they'll really be worrying about this opening week performances from themselves. Gareth's coming through again, and it's a save there by Chopper with the legs, and the ball just keeps in the box there and allows him to pick it up from there. But early chances here, Paul on through. And what a save there by Chopper. Second shot by Gareth gone over there as well. It looked like Paul was going to have a dead shot on goal there. And Parmesan are coming forward once again. I can't even get my words together because they're attacking so much. This is unbelievable stuff. Opening week. And Gareth again. We're literally mere minutes into this game. Gareth with the 2 goals for Parmesan, and Parmesan is steaming ahead with a 2-goal lead here. Scandinavia cannot organise their defence here looking at this footage, and you can just see Gareth senses the opportunity with a lovely turn and a powerful shot into the tiniest of corners on the inside post of the Chopper there. That's a fantastic finish by Gareth. Parmesan looking absolutely deadly. Scandinavia looking in tatters right now. Craig playing the ball to Brad. Brad with a turning shot, and the ball runs haplessly wide there. Baz picks up the ball, but Brad has intercepted that. On the move, has managed to detect that. Gets the ball to James, and Scrandinavia have a chance coming forward now. James on loan from Flaberdeen gets it to Brad, and Brad's shot is saved, and James original from Scandinavia hits it high and wide there. Craig picking up the rebound there with a shot, but it's blocked. Chopper trying to roll the ball out to spur on Scandinavia to get back into this game. James the shot just wide there, just wouldn't curl into that bottom corner like he was aiming to. But now Parmesan have the ball and they're on the attack. Paul playing it out to Gareth. Gareth 1-on-1, certain goal here, shoots. Oh, and that's a fantastic save there by Chopper. He stops the ball from rolling underneath and I'm into the goal to keep it at 2-0 to Parmesan. But Parmesan on the attack here again. Scandinavia, like I said, the defence is all over the place. Could still be reeling from the earlier game. Gareth playing it to new Paul. Paul taking the pass to Baz with the shot. Good save there by Chopper. He is keeping his team into this, but they look lost at this moment. Brad back with the ball and plays it safe to the goalkeeper. Chopper rolling it out for James on loan from Flaberdeen, playing it to his Flaberdeen loanee cohorts in Brad, but the ball's landed at New Paul's feet. Paul with the shot, and another save there from Chopper, and managed it to post it away into the hands of his own teammate there. Now Chopper is out the goals. Gareth coming forward for Parmesan, battling with Cal. Gareth won it. Gareth scores. 3-0 now. Chopper come out the goals, and then there's another goal for Gareth that happens there. It's a good battle between Cal and Gareth, but Gareth is the winner there, and he managed to coolly slot it past Craig and goals to put Parmesan 3-0 up. They're looking incredibly deadly in this game today, and there's a lot of fist bump between Gareth and Cal, which is great sportsmanship there, appreciating that battle and the skill involved in that goal. Scandinavia are looking lost. They are trying to look for opportunities, but they are just not looking clinical in front of goal, and as a result, here come Parmesan again. Burney out to Richie in the wide. Richie playing it wide to Burney. Burney just over. Brad picking up the ball for Scandinavia, trying to push forward, trying to create something here. He's running into a bit of a dead end there, tries to get the Chopper. Chopper can't get a touch on it, and it went wide anyway, past Ryan and goals. Cal for Scandinavia coming forward, plays it to James, plays it to Cal. Clever play here, but Cal's just gone a little bit wide there. Tries to take the shot. Great save there by Baz. It looked like it could have easily went between his feet into the goals, but it's a save. Ryan finds himself in space, and Ryan knocks it over. Ryan, who was on Scandinavia last year, has also transferred into Parmesan for this season as well. So first game against his former colleagues. Burney with some beautiful magic there and slots it into the corner. Absolute classic Burney there. Ball at feet, players all around him, and he manages to make the space for himself. Chopper first off, Burney rolls it past. Cal's there blocking, and then a lovely turn. He's through on goal and just slots it into the corner. Cool as you like. Classic Burney, but this is new type of Parmesan who look deadly here with a 4-0 lead over last season's champions. Can there be any reply from Scandinavia? Brad trying to play across the ball to Chopper, but it's blocked out. Parmesan on the attack again. Can they add another goal into their lead so far? Ryan doing some great holding play there. Bringing in Richie. Switches the ball perfectly. Gareth! And that's Gareth with a 4th goal now for his team. He's having a fantastic first week debut for Parmesan. Not only has he already got his hat-trick in this game, but he's now put a 4th onto that and slotted it into the back of the net. past Craig from distance, and he'll be chuffed to bits with his efforts so far. Scrandinavia now 5 goals behind to Parmesan. They will need a momentous effort to get back into this, because let alone them being 5 goals on the pitch, they will suffer from penalties from the subs they've had to bring in. This has turned into a bit of a disaster day for Scrandinavia, and it could get worse with Parmesan coming forward there. Richie with a lovely little touch, but Craig managing to keep the ball out. Deflections ended up in Parmesan's half. Burnley collects it and comes forward. Plays the ball out to Richie on the wide. Richie looking at options here. Plays it to Burnley in the middle of the park. Burnley another turn. Oh, it's right into the crown jewels there. Chopper definitely taking one for his team there. Full pelt Burnley blast right into the sore parts. And yep, you can see there, you can hear the scream. It is just absolutely bone crunching just hearing that and seeing that. But it looks like he's going to play on here. It looks like he's going to keep going, trying to set the example. And that's a good little show of support there from Burnley to give appreciation to him carrying on. Gareth losing the ball to Chopper now. Chopper losing the ball to Richie. Richie through and goal. Plays it to Burnley. Burnley finishes that off brilliantly for Parmesan. That now puts them 6-0 up. They are demolishing Scandinavia. And just look at that. Scandinavia just looking lost at this point. Unsure what they can do. Unsure to get into this. And Parmesan are just taking Scandinavia to the cleaners. This could get ugly, folks, if Parmesan do not relinquish their foot on the pedal, going full pelt at this. This could get really, really ugly for Scandinavia unless they get their act together. 6-0 so far. Still plenty of time in this game to go for both sides. Brad trying to play the ball into Scandinavia there, but Parmesan defend it well. Ball lands out to Richie. Burnley through on goals. Burnley, I've just finished saying that this is going to get ugly if Parmesan don't take their foot off the accelerator, and on these scenes they have no intention of doing that. Brilliant ball from Richie to find Burnley in space, and Burnley with time places it. You can see there Cal's frustrated, and you can empathise with the team being frustrated, but they're causing their own problems, to be honest, when you're looking at this as well. So it's really down to Scandinavia to try and stop the onslaught of Parmesan. Parmesan are throwing down the gauntlet and asking Scandinavia to pick it up, and they're just not just now. Cal with some great footwork here though, trying to get past a couple of players. He manages to, but he can't get past Burnley. The ball is loose and it lands with New Paul. Paul coming forward. He's got options here with Burnley to his right. Plays it out to Richie. It was blocked by Chopper and the tap broke down from there. Brad with the ball now, on loan from Flaberdeen, playing for Scandinavia, looking for options here. Is struggling to find them. Plays it to James. James tries to hit the shot. Good touch there by Baz and goes for Parmesan. He's quickly rolled it out and found Gareth. Gareth with a lovely pass there to find Richie in space when the pressure was on. Richie looking to see who's there. Plays it to Burnley. Burnley gets past Chopper. The shot's just wide. Pass to Gareth. Gareth to Paul. Paul across the box. Richie's going to pick up the loose ball now. Richie plays it in the middle and Chopper picks up. Paul comes in. Referee blows for the foul. A little bit of shoulder to shoulder there. Could have been a bit contesting. Looked like it could have been a clean one, but the referee's decided that maybe there's a bit of sympathy here for Scandinavia, and he's given Chopper and Scandinavia the free kick. Brad now on the free kick, telling the Scandinavia players to get forward, looking to hoof it up long, and the ball's been lost to Parmesan. Gareth picked it up, and that was the end of the opportunity from there. Gareth now playing the long ball forward, finding Burnley. Burnley getting past Chopper. Burnley with a shot! And there we go, a goal glut for Parmesan, a goal glut for Burnley as well in this game. This could be a cricket score by the time we finish with this, folks. Gareth has got no pressure on them there, can see the run, Burnley's in space. It does get closed down, but Burnley's a player that can find space out of anywhere, manages to turn past Chopper and still place it in. 8-0 now to Parmesan. They are going to be ecstatic with this win. There's a sub going off in the corner. The referee has said to play on. So Craig's coming forward for Scandinavia, but he's lost it to Paul. Paul bearing down. He's past Cal. Chopper gets the interception in there and stops that. Cal now coming forward for Scandinavia up against Richie. And Richie manages to get the ball away for Cal. Off the boards to Paul. Paul the shot. Debut boy with his goal for Parmesan. He will be delighted with his efforts in his debut game for Parmesan in the new season. Richie won that ball fantastically. Could see that Paul was lurking up in that space. Used the ball to play the pass past Craig to find Paul right in front of the goals, and that puts Parmesan 9-0 up now. 9-0. Incredible scenes on the opening week. Didn't think we'd see games at this magnitude. Richie with a shot there. James, great save there to keep it, and I say only 9, and I do mean that. Brad now with a shot. Baz there with a good save for the ball to go wide. Craig picking it up for Scrandinavia, looking for options. Tries to play it up the wall there to Chopper. Chopper battling with Paul. Comes away with it. Comes inside. Plays it to Craig. But the ball's been lost to Richie. Craig does win it again. But Richie blocks once again. Lands at Cal's feet. Cal with from distance and gets a goal, and Scrandinavia finally have a goal. They can walk away from this game knowing that they've got at least one goal. It is the tiniest of tiny consolations in a match that's been a disaster from them. They've barely had any shots on goal. They've barely had any clinical chances. Parmesan have done a fantastic job defending, but Cal has managed to get that tiny ray of light for them in that one goal, and they won't go away with a complete clean sweep drubbing here. And as I say, Parmesan are coming forward. Gareth with the shot and James with a good save again to keep that at only 9 goals. Chopper coming forward to Brad, and the ball is blocked out by Paul and goals, and it is bounced all the way downfield to find Gareth. But Cal does great defending there against Gareth and managed to get the ball back to his goalkeeper and kill off any counter-attack there. Long ball out to Brad. Brad up against Ryan, who's also making his debut this week. Brad with a shot, and it's just wide there, and Brad is just frustrated with himself that he cannot stick the ball in the back of the net, and you feel for the guy trying to help out the team he's on loan to. The ball played out to Richie on the wide to Gareth. Gareth back to Richie. Richie cutting in. Richie with a shot. Wonderful goal there by Richie. Wonderful goal there by Parmesan, and that is the cherry on top of the cake for Parmesan, you have to say, in this game. A great team goal. The ball rolled out from the goalkeeper. Richie comes forward. Gareth holding that ball up with a lovely little nonchalant pass there. Richie cutting in past Cal, and with a powerful shot in off to the crossbar. Nothing James and goals for Scandinavia can do to stop that going into the back of the net. And it's 10-1 now. I did say this could be a cricket score. We're getting into cricket score area here. Scandinavia will be hoping that they can hold on and just hear that final whistle. And as I say that, Baz with the shot up against James and goal. James managed to make the save, but there's encroaching into the goalkeeper's box, and so it goes back to the goalkeeper to start again. Long ball out to Brad though. There's an opportunity here for Scandinavia. Brad to Chopper. Chopper takes the shot. Saved there by Paul, and the shot from Chopper looked tired. The team looks and sounds tired, but Chopper's going here, tries to cut in. Another shot, and just wide there. And you can tell from the body language that Chopper himself is tired and frustrated from the game, and he will just be looking for this final whistle. Brad though is keeping going, trying to spur on the Scandinavia, the team he's trying to help out in this game, but there's no options. He's gone back and forth. Richie's blocking him off from any opportunity. Ball rolls past to Cal. Cal plays it up to Brad. Brad with a turning shot, can't get a clean on it, and that's the final whistle. 10-1 to Parmesan. Final game of the opening week of Season 2 sees Parmesan versus Flaberdeen. Parmesan in white shooting from left to right, and Flaberdeen in blue shooting from right to left. Both teams have strong attendances for this game this week. Both teams have had wins in their previous games and this week, so this will be interesting to see who can take most points for the final game. Early on, Simon with a shot, but it's high and landed right into Bernie's hands and goals. Simon again with an early shot, but the rebound almost lands at his teammate Barry's feet. Paul for Parmesan has picked at the ball now, tries to play it across. Alan intercepts to Simon. Simon with the shot is blocked, but it lands at Barry, and that combination finally pays off in this game after a couple of early chances between them, and it puts Flaberdeen 1-0 up. Simon's had a couple of shots already in this game that have went wide, and Barry's not been able to quite get in position to finish it, but this time he was in the right place and with the right foot put it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Flaberdeen. They'll be looking to push on with the new players in the team to get some points early in this season to mitigate the problems that they had last season as they languished at the bottom of the table early on. Simon now for Flaberdeen, still moving forward. Simon looking for options now. Plays it to Alan. Alan to Barry. Simon and Barry, the two new players on their debut week, connecting very well for Flaberdeen here. Simon with the shots. Oh, and he snuck it into the tightest of angles past Bernie and goals there in the inside post, and has put his team 2-0 up. The ball comes wide out to Simon. Simon gets there first, turns away and gives the dummy to Paul. Comes in through on goal, but it's a really tight angle, and Simon manages to place it just past Burnley into the goal and puts Flaberdeen 2-0 up. Early on here, and Flaberdeen with a real strong intent there, and Ryan with a shot from kickoff there, and James looks like he touched that onto the post to stop that from going in. Fantastic shot there from Ryan. The ball is back at Burnley's feet for Parmesan to come forward with. Barry tried to intercept that, but it lands at Richie. Richie with the shot goes wide. Gareth now on the pitch for Parmesan. Gareth looking up for options here. Plays it to Ryan, also in his debut. Ryan just missed it, but he's got time and space to collect it, and calmly passes it back to his keeper to ensure that it's safe there. Gareth coming forward now for Parmesan. Gareth going past the player with the shot, just wide there. The ricochet has landed at Richie's feet. Richie trying to take on Brad, and Des plays it to Ryan. Ryan passes it to Richie, but the shot is blocked there. It's back to Ryan now. Ryan looking for some options, sees Gareth in the middle of the pitch. Gareth with a great turn, tries to get past Brad. Brad with his own great turn, taking the ball away. Through on against Ryan. Brad with a shot, just over the top there. And Barry gets the end of it, but the ball ends up with the Parmesan goalkeeper, who rolls it out quickly to Richie. Richie with a shot. Oh, just wide there. Some great goalkeeping there from James to put Richie off there, and the shot is wide, and the attack ends there. Parmesan on the attack once again. Ball out to Baz up front there, but it's rolled through to James in goals, and he collects calmly. James now assessing what options there for Flaberdeen to go forward. Rolls it to Brad. Brad with space. Brad playing it out to Barry. Barry has lost the ball now. It's landed with Burnley. Parmesan looking to counter-attack here. Richie to Burnley, but Simon blocks it. Simon coming forward. Simon shoots. Simon scores! Flaberdeen now 3-0 ahead early on in this game. Parmesan had an extremely impressive performance against Scrandinavia in the game before, but Flaberdeen are doing to Parmesan what Parmesan did to Scrandinavia. So there's a whole lot of interesting dynamics coming into this league this season very early on here. 3-0 to Flaberdeen. Can Parmesan show some of that clinical magic from the last game to try and get a couple of goals and get back into this game? Burnley trying to roll it to Richie. Richie out wide, try to play it across, but Barry intercepts it for Flaberdeen and gets it to his captain in goals to end that. Brad with the ball out wide, coming in with the ball now. Trying to take on Gareth, gets past Gareth, tries to play it and shoot past Burnley, but Burnley blocks that well, and Ryan in goals for Parmesan picks it up. Baz now with the ball to Barry. Barry's on both teams now, and that was a chance there that Simon tried to take, but it managed to land into Ryan's hands for Parmesan. Parmesan coming forward. The ball to Richie. Richie trying to play it off the wall to Burnley. Burnley's in space incredibly. Plays it to Richie, and Richie just can't get the ball out from under his feet to get the shot away. Incredible space Burnley found himself in there, and it's unfortunate for Parmesan. They couldn't take advantage of it. Ball is loose, but Barry for Parmesan cleans it up. Back to his goalkeeper Ryan, who plays it to Gareth quickly. Gareth trying to get past Brad, but Brad has blocked it. Brad on through, plays it to James, and the goal is there. Clever cutback from Brad. I thought he was going to take the shot. I was waiting for the shot to happen, but Brad looked up, so he's captain there in space in the middle of the pitch. Did a great cutback, and James managed to slot that ball home. Brad coming forward here. You thought he was lined up for the shot. He goes Burnley in. James comes in late into the box, and James managed to get it in the far side of the corner of the goal, and no chance there for Ryan to stop that. Flaberdeen are looking deadly in this game. 4-0 on early on. This is impressive stuff from them. Again, after the impressive display we just seen from Parmesan, this is definitely something. 4-0 now. It's going to be interesting to see the direction where this goes, with Flaberdeen coming forward now. James trying to play the ball, but Richie intercepts. Richie coming forward, plays it to Ryan. Ryan with the shot. Good save there by Barry. Burnley with the follow-up, and it's gone over off the boards. Back to Baz for Parmesan now, but the ricochet's off, and it lands with James. James with the shot just wide. Back to Brad. Brad with the shot, and it's blocked. Parmesan, can they pick up the ball? No, Des looks like he's won that now for Flaberdeen. Flaberdeen are in absolute fighting spirits here, scrapping for every ball, but it's loose and it's rolled out to Burnley. Burnley with options left and right. Burnley goes himself. Burnley shoots just wide there. Parmesan can't see to stick the ball in the back of the net. The ball's landed with James. James with the shot, and it's a goal! Incredibly, from up the other end of the pitch with Burnley just shooting wide, the ball has landed at Brad's feet. Brad with an incredibly clever pass to James in space, and James with the first time finish into the bottom corner, and you can see Gareth is frustrated with that, and it's just amazing to see how quickly the transition changed there. From Parmesan looking like they were going to score to Flaberdeen find themselves scoring. And as I say that, Richie's cutting on through, and once again he just can't get the ball out from under his feet and it goes wide. But Ryan's picked it up for Parmesan now. Burnley, but Des does a great job taking that ball away. It finds Brad up front with the ball, he holds it, plays it to Simon out wide. Simon with the shot, it's blocked. Simon with the ball once again. Can Flaberdeen get a chance from this? No, Richie intercepts. Richie coming on through, Richie shoots. Barry with the save. Burnley versus Des. Burnley wins, and it's a goal there from Burnley. I'm struggling with my words here with the action that's going on here, but Burnley manages to win that duel against Des and gets the shot past Barry in goals. You can see here Burnley threw on there. It looked like Barry was going to close that down on the edge of his box, but Burnley managed to sneak it past Barry, and that's 5-1 to Flaberdeen with that opening Parmesan goal from Burnley. This game has been end to end and has been absolutely non-stop. Flaberdeen with the kick-off now though. They're just waiting for Des to get equipped up with some goalie gloves in there, but I think the referee's encouraged them to play on at this point. They do so. The ball to Brad. Barry looked on through there, but Richie managed to take the ball away. Baz now for Parmesan picks up the ball, tries to play it through to Ryan. James has won it. It's rolled it to Brad. Brad with a shot, and a good save there by Gareth. Takes it out wide. James has the ball now to Simon. Simon shoots. Simon scores! And that game has just moved from one end of the pitch to the other. Burnley is trying to catch his breath at how quick this is going. Once again, Parmesan looked like they had chances there. The ball ends up at their own side of the pitch. James and Brad have had their own opportunities. Simon manages to stick the ball in the back of net with a lovely finish there to put them 6-1 up. But this is non-stop, back to front. The players are going to be absolutely knackered with this. But they kick on and they keep going, with it 6-1 being the Flaberdeen. And Burnley's lost the ball out there. Barry with a shot, and it just goes wide there. I think Gareth may have got a hand on it. The ball's landed with Brad. Brad back to his captain, James, in the middle of the pitch. Barry with it. James with it. James with the shot. James with the goal. Wow, this is instant stuff from kickoffs here from Flaberdeen. They are relentless. You wouldn't look at it looking at them, but they are being relentless right now. Barry there, playing a great ball through to his captain James in the middle there, and James, who has just been clinical as you like in this match so far. He does look happy, give him credit. I think it was a bit underplaying the celebrations there. I think it's mainly tiredness. It's a very, very sticky night here for this game, and Flaberdeen have just been non-stop, and the game has been non-stop, and all players are feeling it. And the ball through there, Richie just touched it in the box. The referee blown for the goalkeeper for Flaberdeen to get started. Brad trying to get past Baz, but it's been blocked there. The ball's picked up through to Richie. Richie with a shot, and Richie gets the goal he's been desperate for in this match. He'll be relieved with getting that. The ball bobbled through to him as he was in front of goal there and slotted it past Des. Burnley seeing that loose ball, playing a great pass past Brad and James, and Richie there just curls the ball past Des as Des comes down to close the space, but can't do it enough. Richie gets the goal, and he will be delighted with that. 7-2 to Flaberdeen. There's still a gap now that Parmesan will have to overcome in this match. As I say that, very quickly after kick-off there, Simon gets the shot, but it's a good save by Gareth. Baz with a wonderful pass there to Richie. Richie tries to play it through to Burnley, but Barry for Flaberdeen intercepts. Ryan now winning that ball for Parmesan, plays it back to his goalkeeper Gareth. Gareth with the long ball over the top to Richie. Richie with a shot. Oh, now that was a great save by Des, but I think he's done similar to what Chopper did in the last match and taken it in the sensitive area. You can see there it did take a little nick off the thigh, so it might not be as bad. But it's a great save from Baz anyway, as Richie was absolutely hammering down on goal. Brad, long ball out to Brad, tries to get it in the turn. Good save there by Gareth, and Baz gets the ball away for Parmesan. Baz now upfield with Parmesan with the ball, tries to play it to Ryan. Ryan, the space is closed down there from the Flaberdeen defenders. Ball tried to be quickly rolled up by Des, but lands at Burnley. Burnley with a shot high and over, rebound back to Burnley. Burnley playing it to Richie. Richie with the shot. Barry making the block. Richie with the ball again to Burnley. Burnley tries to take another shot. A save by Des there in goals. Baz now with the ball for Parmesan, and the ball finally gets to Des, and Des lands on top of it to give his team a chance to get themselves reorganised. Richie coming forward for Parmesan, but Simon with a vital touch to take that ball away. Barry plays it to Simon. Simon finding Brad up front his own. Lovely finish there from Brad. A turn and a shot, and manages to put the ball between the legs of Gareth in goals, putting Flaberdeen 8 goals in this game, and the score being 8-2 to Flaberdeen. They have been absolutely clinical in this game today. Fantastic performance from everybody all round with that. And Parmesan are finding themselves now further and further away from Flaberdeen in this game. Paul and Simon, the 2 debuts for this week, come up against each other, but the ball lands with Burnley, and Brad and Burnley are battling here. Burnley looks like he's got the ball for now safely and decides to play it back to Gareth in goals to ensure that they don't lose the ball. Gareth looking for options to kickstart the team, plays it out to Richie. Richie tries to play it past Simon, but Simon's picked up. Simon shoots. Simon scores. Flaberdeen with 9 goals in this game. Simon has had a fantastic debut all evening for his debut week at Fat Fives, and his captain James will be delighted with his addition to the team. Not only has he been vital with the goals that he scored this evening, but also his participation in the build-up play and the support play for his teammates. Impressive stuff here from Flaberdeen. 9 goals against Parmesan, and we've seen how clinical Parmesan can be this week that they've been. When they've had the opportunities, they have had the opportunities abound in previous games and have put them away. And as I say that, the ball's bounced around in front of the Parmesan goals. Brad with a shot wide. Barry's picked it up, but the ball is loose. It lands at Richie's feet. Richie plays it to Burnley. Burnley shoots. Des out quickly and manages to close the gap and save it. Now's Parmesan on the counter. Richie with a shot. Lovely finish by Richie from distance. He found himself in space with a quick rollout from Gareth in goals after there's been a counter attack from Flaberdeen, leaving Baz and Richie up front on their own. Richie comes forward and he slots it into the bottom corner. A trademark Richie finish to put a 3rd goal for Parmesan on the board, and straight from kick-off there Simon has the opportunity to try and score, but it is saved. Barry for Flaberdeen trying to follow up, but not even James can do that either, and finally it lands in Paul's hands for Parmesan. The quick ball out hits Burnley in the back. Clever stuff there from Burnley to find Richie. Don't know if it's accidental. He'll claim that it's on purpose, but the ball bouncing off of Burnley's back, landing at Richie's feet, and Richie putting the ball away there. It looks like there's a quite bit of luck there for Burnley for that to be pulled off. However, we'll give him the credit that he was in full control there, and the two of them are delighted to have that 4th goal. There is still a 5-goal gap here, but they'll find a little bit of enjoyment wherever they can. Flaberdeen coming forward between Barry and Brad here, and Brad rolling it back to his captain James. Parmesan now with the ball. Burnley looking to play it, but Brad's picked it up now. Brad with a shot. Brad with a goal! And into the dying moments of the game, that's the referee blowing the end of it with Brad's goal. Hugs all around there. 10-4 to Flaberdeen. And the ball here, Burnley trying to play through Baz with a clever pass there, but Brad picks it up, 1 touch control, 1 touch to shoot, and it puts 10 goals in for Flaberdeen. A huge win for Flaberdeen over Parmesan, meaning they walk away the end of this week with 6 points. Looking at the classified results for week 1, the scores are Flaberdeen 6, Scrandinavia 0 once penalties applied. Parmesan Belgrade 10, Scrandinavia -2 when penalties applied, and Parmesan 6, Flaberdeen 7. With those results confirmed, having a look at the table, Flaberdeen sit pretty at top with full points from the week. Parmesan are sitting second with 3 points, and last season's champion Scrandinavia at the bottom with a -12 goal difference. Fat Fives are looking for new players. If you are in the northeast of Scotland, Aberdeen area and want to take part, please check out our website fatfives.football and feel free to fill out the registration form. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to ensure you get notified when new videos are released.